Hello, welcome. This video is gonna kind of go off on a different kind of tangent. Yesterday I was talking about, hey, this is like great. You gotta talk about the things you love, you gotta promote them. But the other part of this is, in order for you, the reader, you, the viewer, to find the stuff that you want to talk about, that you want to share with people, it has to be available, right? It has to be in a storefront. It has to be on a website. It has to be somewhere where you can actually get to it. Now, I saw this tweet the other day, and I bookmarked it and came back to it just now, and I like this. I don't necessarily like the whole Demon Hunter Winnie the Pooh thing that Nicholas Mueller, I hope I got that right, has. But his other stuff, the Raven the Demon Hunter, I liked some of the artwork that he posted on Twitter, and I almost backed his campaigns a couple of times, and every time, well, you know what the last couple of years have been like financially for a lot of people, right? Right. But I kind of like the way that stuff looked. Now, the cool thing is, his books are not just crowdfunded. You can go buy them on Amazon. Isn't that cool? That gets him into a whole other marketplace where he can, depending on how he's selling these, if these are print on demand or something, then these are just always available to people. If these are digital comics or whatever, PDFs, be read in the Amazon Kindle app or whatever they're calling it these days, that just becomes a recurring revenue stream with absolutely no further work on his part. That stuff will sit on Amazon for forever and generate him a trickle of money going forward. And the Amazon market is completely different from the crowdfunding market. The people that are looking to buy his book and they find it on Amazon are not the same people that would go to Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever websites are out there that do that stuff. Patreon, um, Subscribestar, right? Whatever. So he's got a whole other market that's introduced to him, and he's apparently making a little bit of money doing it. Now we don't see like the size of his royalties here, and honestly, it's probably like $100 or something. But that's a start. He puts another book out there, he promotes it, and now people that see that book, issue number 4 or whatever, go, huh? And then they go back and they get issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. Each time he puts out a new book, it drives sales and awareness of the previous issues, and it all kind of cycles together until he gets a recurring revenue stream. That's like the successful way to do this stuff. But he's got a whole other market here. That's not crowdfunding. That's not Twitter. That is separate. And he can promote this with a mailing list on Facebook, that kind of stuff. And look at this. See, look at this. Direct link. Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter from Amazon. I would click that, except I dox myself. And then we come down here. I thought I saw, a Webtoon link. Start putting myself on Webtoon. Well, guess what? Webtoon is another whole separate market, independent from Kickstarter, separate from Twitter. People that consume stuff on Webtoon are not the same people that go over and look at Kickstarter and look for comic books to buy. These are people that want to read their comic on their phone and do that vertical scrolling for forever thing, which is cool. So, you, the reader, if you're watching this, you're somebody that looks at YouTube videos. Thank you for watching, by the way. I appreciate it. I love that you choose to spend even just a couple minutes of your day with me. That's very awesome of you. But you, the reader, in order to find stuff, you have to have it where you're at. Whether that's on Webtoon, or Tapas, or Kickstarter, or Indiegogo, or Twitter. I did a review of one comic that was a comic that the whole comic was just posted on Twitter in a series of tweets. That was really good. That was, I forget the name of it, but it was like the god of something or other, and it was about this like little deity that this guy chose to worship. Even though the little deity couldn't do anything for him. It was a really good little comic. I liked it a lot. Webtoons. What was that way back in the day? Keen Space or whatever for webcomics. Webcomics have their own personal websites, Penny Arcade, yada yada. But the discoverability is important. That's why things like Webtoons work, is because you can go there and you can explore, you can find things, you can buy things. On Amazon, you can start searching for stuff. I was just talking to what is that Twitter account? Fianna Wolf, right? That's always talking about looking for like sci-fi books and basically like trying to ninja dodge people who are sneaking in like urban fantasy or smutty romance in the sci-fi section. You don't want to accidentally stumble upon a like Velociraptor loves me kind of book when you're looking for like space lasers and exploding starships, right? But see, you can find that kind of stuff on Amazon because it's out there. It's available. You can search for it. You can start digging in. You can click through stuff and very rapidly find the kind of material you want to read. Well, maybe with a little bit of struggle, you can find the kind of material you want to read. Webtoons lets you do the same thing. Twitter's a little harder. I'm not any good at searching for stuff on Twitter. But if you find a couple of people, they, by reposting stuff, can lead you to things that you want to see. Which is why I keep saying over and over again that you gotta share. Well, at least over and over again this year. You gotta share the stuff you love. Man, I just whacked my microphone. You gotta share the stuff you love. You gotta talk about the stuff you love because if you don't do it, nobody will. And the stuff you love will go away. And I don't want it to go away. I want the stuff I love to spread out there across other markets. I want it to be on Amazon. I want it to be on Facebook. I want it to be on Webtoons. I want it to be on Kickstarter. Like, I want to be able to get to that stuff I want in a lot of different ways because that means other people might run into it and those people might like it too. And if they like it, guess what? They'll talk about it and that stuff will keep existing. So that's it. I'm really happy for I cannot say Nicholas Mueller right now, getting some money in this like wholly independent revenue stream that's not a crowd fund. That's very cool. I hope it leads to him making a lot more books. And one of these days, when I get some free money and he's running a campaign or something, or maybe I'll just go to Amazon, I'm going to buy like everything he's ever made. And it's going to be awesome. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one. And hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.